Hi there, this is Timothy from the Lift Web Framework project. Today I'm going to be showing you a short demonstration of one of the new Lift features in Lift 2.2. It's called ContainerVar, and it allows you to insert items of state into the underlying container session. The benefit of that being that you can, if need be, distribute critical pieces of application state using, I guess, more traditional quote-unquote Java clustering tools like Terracotta and Hazelcast, Oracle Coherence, products such as these. So in this example, I'm going to be showing you a basic web application that inserts a piece of data into the session, and then I'm going to simulate a node failure, so I'm going to have two servers within my cluster, and then I'm going to remove one of them, particularly the one that I've been interacting with, so that you can see how the session data via Terracotta is in fact replicated, and the container var mitigates that so that the actual information is not lost. So I'm just going to boot up my Terracotta server. I've just downloaded the binary of Terracotta, so no customization, it's completely off the shelf. If you'd like to know more about Terracotta, just head over to terracotta.org. So you can see the server is just booting up there. So these two windows in the bottom, they're actually both in the same project. I'm going to set two instances of the same application, so just a simple Jetty instance. So I'm just going to fire up SBT here. And I'm going to set this one on, so I'm going to give that running on port 3000. I'm going to make this one on 3001. Port 3001. Okie doke. So let's fire up these Jetty servers. So you can see that it's just started to talk to the Terracotta server as it's booting up. Just kick this one off as well. Great. So we have both servers up and running. Now, in order, or in a typical production environment, you would usually have a load balancer or something, so that all the web requests are routing to a single point. I'm going to simulate that as well using something called HAProxy. It's a great proxying tool. So let me just boot this up. Okay, so HAProxy is now running. Let's just grab it. Okay, so this is the HAProxy admin interface. You can see that I have two servers within my cluster. They're both highlighted green right now, indicating that they're actually running. So later on, when I remove the server that we've been talking to, it will actually show as red, so that it will illustrate the fact that that server is no longer available. So let's take a look at the application. Let's just refresh this here. Okay, cool. So the session has been initialized. The current word is NA. That's the default in the code, which we'll take a look at shortly. So if I save this as sample, you can see that the value is updated in the session. So I'll just send a whole bunch more requests. So we can see it's persisting over the requests. So it's actually a session scoped variable. If we bring up our console windows, you can see that it's actually gone to the server on the left hand side here, which is submitted. So our current session is sticky, so it's routing to the same server for every request by default in this configuration of HAProxy. So if I remove this server, just kill off that JVM, and I refresh the page, you can see that I still have the word sample. So the session state was actually clustered through Terracotta, can see in the HA proxy, it's telling me that this node is down. So the node we were talking to, it doesn't exist anymore, it's down. But our application from the user perspective, they have no idea. They have no idea of this operational inconsistency. So this is pretty useful. In this case, actually, I'm using, or the form, the update form is actually using the main lift session. So you have the full type safety of lift session, which allows you to put complicated objects like closures and things that traditionally aren't serializable into sessions into the session object. So we get the best of both worlds in that sense, the availability of the container sessions and the flexibility and type safety of lift sessions. So the next thing I'm going to show you is just going to take a quick look at the code. So I have a very basic project here. It's just a simple lift application, and this is all the code that basically controls the form and the update and everything. So I just define word holder extends ContainerVar and just give it a type and initial value. And then the rest of it is just typical lift form code in that sense. Very, very basic, simple sample. The terracotta aspect is simply wired up as a servlet filter. So that there's again nothing unique there to lift it. That's the same as you would do any Java web application. So we're very much piggybacking on top of that. So yeah, this is pretty much the end of the demo. I hope that gives you a good insight into one of the cool things that's coming in Lift 2.2. Yeah, if you have any questions, bring them to the mailing list and we'll be sure to help you. Thanks for listening.